So usually how I start these videos or even come up with ideas for these videos is I have a question, I go and look them up in a research paper, and then I report to you guys. I don't want this channel to just be me reporting research findings. The whole point of me making this channel is so I can have a conversation with you guys, get feedback, and see what you guys think and how you guys would do something compared to me. I want to see I mean, I like arguing. That's another thing of it. So when you guys are in the comments, even if you guys are getting kind of aggressive, it that's fine because I like arguing. Now, if you get disrespectful, different thing, but I don't mind people being aggressive. And the reason I'm bringing this up is I want to eventually be able to poll you guys or build a community that I can poll and see where we are on things and get back to you guys on. Now, I did look a little bit on this research, and I think I want to do another video where I go more in depth on stress. But the reason I looked into this was because everybody goes through stress, but I was wondering how many people, at least in America, do on a daily basis. And a quick little search, I couldn't really find much, but I finally found a paper back from 2007. I might link it in the description below, but it's old data. But 3/4 of people actually have physical issues within the last month, psychological issues within the last month being correlated with stress. So a lot of us don't handle stress well. And so I'm not really giving you guys ways to deal with stress because I know that everyone has their own kind of way. I'm just going to talk about my ways of dealing with stress, and then I'm going to ask you guys how you guys deal with stress because then I can try it. Growing up, I think one of the easiest ways for me to deal with stress is I did a lot of physical activity. So I did karate growing up. I played football. I did track. And a lot of those things helped me. Now, when I got older, I didn't have time to do those things anymore. And you know what I did instead? I ended up drinking, which, started off for fun. And then I ended up, I did smoke for a little bit, nicotine, but that was more for I used to work, I used to deliver mail, and I just needed to stay up. And a lot of the jobs I worked overtime and just a lot of stuff. And I couldn't stay awake. So I needed something to keep me up. So smoking nicotine helped keep me up. Now I've stopped doing those things. Not really because I'm like on this crazy health kick or anything. I don't really care too much in that regard. Just mostly because I didn't need to do it anymore. But when that was taken away from me, or when I stopped doing those things, I was like, well, what else can I do? And exercise was something that I liked doing, but I felt like I never had time for it. But eventually I was able to make time for it. And exercising can happen in many different ways. Like for example, walking. When I was looking at this, now this isn't from the same paper, but walking in itself gets rid of about just for 20 minutes gets about half of your stress level down, which is insane to me. And I believe it because when I started walking, I didn't like walking. I hate running. I like racing. But I don't like long distance running. Uh, but walking, I thought I would hate. And I'm flat-footed, so I had a lot of pain and actually tore muscle in my feet. So it was hard for me to walk for a long period of time, especially since I had gained some weight. But after doing it I want to say for a month, I was walking for like a month and actually my feet kind of adapted or maybe I lost some weight. I don't know. It stopped hurting as much as it had been. And I did notice a noticeable change in my mental health. Now, I'm not gonna go dig into like my mental health, but um, I was stressed out, and now my favorite part of my day is going on a walk. I started off probably like 20 minutes. That went up to 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour, 2 hours. I might, the only way I can show the numbers on this is I got a Fitbit watch recently, and on average, now I probably hit around 15 to 20,000 steps a day, which is around, let me see, I think 2,000 steps according to the watch and how I walk is about a mile. So we're looking around 7.5 to 10 miles a day, which sounds like a lot, but really in my head, I'm not counting the miles. I choose a route I like with visuals I like, and it might take me longer than 2 hours to take that walk, but I'm stopping, taking pictures, doing this and that, and the whole time I'm listening to music. Music is like my number one thing for stress relief. Walking is second, but the best thing is I can do those things at the same time. Now, I'm saying this because this is how I handle my stress, and recently it's worked for me. But I want to ask you guys how you guys handle your stress. Music, physical activity, do you dance? I want to be able to pull you guys eventually. So just that's really all I had today. I didn't have any drama I was interested in talking about. I didn't have any specific topic I was interested in talking about. So as usual, in the description below, I'm gonna have a song of the day for you guys. Let me know how you get if you guys like those, by the way. And thank you for watching.